Hello there, good morning. It's just gone 6:30. Welcome to the programme.
You know, it's going to be a good show, don't you, when you've got Matt Whitlock, Olympic gold medalist, and Biggins.
Yes.
On the same show. I mean, it's just everything there,
We usually have a government minister at 8:30.
We do.
Not this morning. Biggins
Minister
is
of
replacing...
Fun.
The
Minister of Fun, Christopher Biggins.
Talking vaccine passports, though. Talking all things important.
Should we go for it in ministerial style and interrogate him?
To be honest, I think he'd keep everybody thoroughly entertained and engaged as well. Andrew and Kevin along...
Max, of course. Do you remember when he came on here and did his poem stuff on this very...
On the credenza.
On the credenza, on part of our studio, which we somewhat pretentiously
I think
call
it's
the
been
credenza.
upgraded since...
He was quite nervous, wasn't he? Not because it's hard for him, but because he didn't want to damage himself on the studio, thank goodness.
Yeah, Dr. Amir is with us as well. We're going to be talking to him up in Leeds a little bit later on. We have one of our great...
Advantage of our successful vaccine programme. Yeah. We need people to be able to travel for the travel industry and people to be able to come here.
The tourism industry.
Who are cautious, would say, is that we need to be careful. But if at the same time restrictions in terms of mask wearing and all these things are being lifted here, it does seem a bit of an anomaly that it's still so strict in terms of that travelling home, doesn't it? Hitting the opinion polls. They say the vaccine bounce might be over. All that nonsense, Boris self-isolating and then not on a trial has had an impact. What do we make of Carrie coming out and talking about the wonderful news that they're both having a baby and talking openly about the fact that she had a miscarriage? It makes you realise that through all of this, and she's taken some stick.
Yeah, she has.
She's had a tough time. You know, when she was pregnant, Boris was very sick. She had to give birth in a situation which no one made.
I wouldn't say it's the first.
Well, it might end up being a disincentive, but also breed a bit of resentment from those who went ahead first of all.
I've had mine sent. I've had my jab. Why didn't I wait? They're paying $100 in the States now, aren't they, to sort of get people to do it? It's that you can see that dividing people.
You can along the way. Good to talk to all of you this morning.
Thanks Kevin. Thank you, Andrew.
Max Whitlock and Charlotte Dujardin after their history-making medal wins. You're watching Good Morning Britain on ITV. Take it away, boys. Good morning to you. It's 6 o'clock. We're with you all the way through until 9 a.m. with Susanna and Richard Madeley here from 6:30. But first, let's take a look at our top story. Now, sugar and salt should be radically taxed and vegetables prescribed by GPs. That's according to an independent review of food policy in England. The report suggests money raised could go towards free school meals and improving the diets of people on low incomes. It also warns that 64,000 deaths a year in England alone are down to poor eating habits. Well, Dr. Hillary joins us now to talk about it. Would be hit in the pocket because it would be more expensive to buy the high salt and the high sugar foods. And there is a suggestion that that money would then go to free school meals. But I suppose people would want to feel comfortable that that was happening. Now, the government has defended its decision to put Mallorca, Menorca and Ibiza on the amber travel list. A move which has left British holidaymakers scrambling to get early flights home before the deadline on Monday morning. Our correspondent... Meanwhile, hotels and restaurants across the UK are struggling to fill more than 180,000 staff vacancies as they prepare for what will be a record summer of staycations. Industry bosses say the situation is being made worse by employees self-isolating because of the pandemic. Juliet Dunley there, which should be good, but they've also got particular challenges there on filling these vacancies. Boris Johnson will insist his levelling up agenda will not be a case of robbing Peter to pay Paul as he sets out his vision for the UK in a major speech today. The Prime Minister is expected to say that the programme will not make richer areas poorer in order to benefit the more deprived. Our correspondent Katie Rickey. Well, before we have a look at the weather now with Laura, if you were watching yesterday, you would have absolutely loved seeing Laura's attempts at... Good Morning Britain is here all the way through until 9 o'clock. And we're talking... So let's get the news, travel and weather wherever you are this morning.
It's Friday.
It is Friday.
End of the week.
The weather reports are looking spectacular.
This is what's keeping me going.
I know. Well,
Sunshine
not just
over the
that.
weekend.
I'll tell you what's keeping me going. Charlotte Hawkins on the front page of Prima. I have lived the weather of the week, Alex.
Oh.
Yeah, severe flooding in the storms on Monday night.
That's
so
not what you
woke
want.
up on Tuesday in the front door at that level, and then you go down some steps out in the back garden. So everything underneath completely flooded.
Oh, no.
Completely flooded. I know. To die. We have managed to clear it all out. The only problem is
good.
it's Billy's birthday tomorrow.
Oh, well, you've got some good weather, which is lovely then.
Well, that's exactly what I thought. It's absolutely lovely. We've got good weather, and it's going to be a paddling pool party. The only problem is...
Good thinking.
In the clear-out, we've thrown away the pool.
Oh, no.
I'm not joking. So I was standing in
if you need-
a line for click and collect, was Falkirk.
Well, that's a bit of a journey.
Anyway, so we have got a little paddling pool. We need one of those structured ones. So this is an absolute blatant plea to anyone Falkirk that has one of those pools with plastic tube sides.
Yes.
Or if you've got one in your shed, I
love
will
the fact-
pay quantities of cash.
Otherwise, you'll have to sort of have lots of buckets. Your neighbours will be descending with lots of buckets to kind of recreate the effect.
Otherwise, I'll be coming and borrowing your wicker basket and floating on that. Joining us now is broadcast situation here. Here we are, you know, Jackie and Ian, facing, we're not out of the woods yet, big concerns about the rising cases, now the highest for 6 months. Lots of concerns. The front page of the Daily Mail, as in many of the papers, talking about the pingdemic paralysis.
All got to be
It is
careful.
his job to try and give people hope. You know, you've got businesses clamouring to get back into action, people wanting their lives back desperately. So it is his Twitter's job to say, steady on.
It's
A debate about this later on the show. You know, that idea of personal responsibility and whether you can trust others. You can take personal responsibility for yourself. You can, following precautions, aren't doing the things that they should be doing.
Well,
They don't stop people coming at them without wearing it, can they? So that fundamental problem that, in a way, testing better, therefore getting more positive cases, more people having it and more people getting pinged, should be a sign of the system working better.
And thanks also to